What's up? So we are now here in after hours. Got my man Cody here with me.
Yeah, I'm
How
his
you
new
doing?
FBI, so I'm making sure that he doesn't say anything like illegal, you know?
Got to monitor my ass.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. At a minimum, dude, I gotta make sure you're like posting shit correctly. See, hey, does chat pop up automatically in here, or do I have to pull up the Facebook as well?
um. So the chat should pop up
Oh shit,
in your
hold on,
comments.
my shit froze right as soon as I like took a sip. Yeah, OBS I've been having an issue with recently. Let me try to see if I can fix this real quick. Yeah, I've been having a problem with this recently though, where it keeps like freezing my camera. I think it's like something to do with how the capture card is coming in, but let me let me reset my shit real quick and see if this breaks my shit. So far so good. I mean, normally it crashes by now.
Hey, it's not a full crash, so we're good.
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me get this fixed if you want to if you want to say anything.
Yeah. No. So like when you're viewing it, you should be able to see the comments on the side. They should like pop up.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me I think part of the problem is I'm using OBS for my camera itself, like a virtual camera. I think that causes problems. So we'll see, man. Worst case, I can close this out real quick and just open it back up because I don't think it'll fuck anything up. Oh, I saw me for a second, and I heard the crashing sound. I think it should come back here in a sec. Hey, there you go. It usually happens once
There
or
it is.
twice, like, and like I just streamed for 3 hours and it didn't happen a single time. I don't know what the fuck, man. But
Well,
yeah, man, what's new with you?
I mean, I figured out exactly what the whole lagging problem was. That was
Oh
fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
fuck was that?
Um, since I'm using the messed up laptop, I think there's something wrong with the Wi-Fi on it. Cause
Oh, the cracked ass screen wasn't like a good notifier that might be fucked.
I mean, we're improvising.
Improvising, man. I don't know. I would have just bought a new computer at that point. But you're making it work. I'm surprised.
Ghetto rigging is art. It's
You're not supposed to be proud of it. Shit, man. Well, since we're already here, do we talk about new movies?
I can't say I've seen anything new. I've been
You didn't watch the new Aquaman? I haven't seen it either. I was curious if you had because I heard a lot of shit about it.
So like I'm actually because I've always been anti DC.
Yeah, vehemently.
So I've actually caught up on every single DC since it's been dropped on Netflix. So I'm caught up on everything.
That's fucking weird, dude. That's kind of weird that you're saying that.
I know, right?
Told you, FBI agent, I'm coming for this fucking guy. It's not actually Troy. He moved to Pittsburgh. He died. Ate a peanut.
It was Reese's.
Yeah, yeah. It has to be worth it, dude. If you're gonna go out, it has to be worth it.
Yeah, better have some chocolate on it, man. But no,
Shit, man.
I've actually I watched all the DC and like I was telling Ortega this. I watched it like homework. So I watched every single one, like studying, because everybody's
Just
talking.
really hating yourself the entire time.
Yes, and I mean, like everybody's talking trash on the whole. There's a few movies they have in there were fire. Like, I really like The Batman. That was a good movie.
Which one was that? Which one specifically? I don't know them very well. Was that the newest one?
Twilight Boy.
Oh yeah,
Boy.
yeah. That one was
Yeah.
actually fucking good. It was super long though. It like 3 hours is a long time for a movie for me in general, but like for 3 hours, it was super entertaining.
Yeah, and I mean, like it was unpredictable.
Yeah, no,
It had
that's fucking
predictable
true.
parts, but it was unpredictable, and
But
that's what made
you
that.
gotta have your cliches, right? Otherwise, people are gonna be disinterested, or they're gonna watch it and be like, I don't know what's going on. Like I don't know. This isn't Batman. Like I wanted to watch a Batman movie. This wasn't Batman. Like people will say shit like that. So it has to be cliche to a certain extent, but like they took liberties, man, and like the plot was all over the place, like in a good way. It was so hard to follow sometimes. I was like, it's so fucking deep. It's a detective movie. It's supposed to be confusing.
Exactly.
Like what
But
the fuck,
see,
man?
my issue with DC is they never show you the actual superhero to the very, very end of the movie.
You mean like they spend the entire like it's like every single movie they make is to set up the world, and then you're lucky to get a second one after that because they
Yeah.
just drop the project. And that's like a lot of my problem with DC is like they'll make all these movies, which I'm already fucking burned out on superheroes because of Marvel anyways. But like as far as DC goes, I never got into it because it's just like, well, we're not gonna get a fucking part 2 anyways. And I never even watched was it Justice League? Did they make a new Justice League movie too or some shit?
No,
Has
so
was Ezra Miller in it?
the Flash, the
But
Flash was
he's
like,
in. Oh, it's a Flash movie, right? And it just has
yeah,
like a multiverse thing. Okay, right,
it's the whole it pretty much is a Justice League movie, but the Flash.
Yeah, and
Um,
I never watched that either. It looked interesting, but I never watched it because I was like, why would I watch something with Ezra Miller in it? Like, I just don't feel like watching it. I get that he's probably not gonna make a lot of money on this, but I
you
just don't know,
know,
man. It's fucking weird to me.
you know me, I'm against the cancel culture, but
Mm-hmm.
Ezra Miller, like, yes, he deserves to be canceled because he's just that terrible.
Fucking awful.
Like the whole time I watched that movie, I was sitting here like, what? The Flash? No, eh.
It's kind of weird that he's like also kind of like playing a kid too.
Yeah,
Like
like
he's younger, and it's just like it just feels so fucking weird. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with high schoolers to really understand how high schoolers think. Hey, you want to come over and fucking drink with me afterwards? Like, just kind of a weird vibe, dude. I don't know. I just felt uncomfortable. Like, I like just seeing his face. I don't know,
uh,
and the way he was acting, especially like hearing all the news around him. It was just like it was ballsy, and they kept it because like you didn't see Aquaman 2, right?
no. I saw the first Aquaman. Like
First one. What'd you think of the first one?
weird,
Weird?
weird feelings. Very
What?
weird feelings.
God, you fucking hate everything. It's true.
No, I don't hate
You
everything.
hate everything good. You hate anything.
I like Jason Samoa. Is that his name? Jason Samoa?
Jason Momoa, I think.
Momoa? Yeah. Sorry.
He's
Sorry,
from
Jason.
Samoa, I think,
Jeez, yeah.
or he's Samoan. I don't know.
Well, I liked him. Is once again, we didn't see Aquaman to the very end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
We just got
Yeah,
this
no,
random
same thing. Yeah.
dude. He's drunk. He's chilling. He could swim. Has Aquaman's powers, but he's not Aquaman until he gets to Triton. And oh, now we have Aquaman.
Yeah, exactly. It's everything like you're saying. Everything else is always a setup movie, and then they like sometimes they either drop the ball or they never release like a pre or a sequel to it. And I think what they need to start doing is like just fucking give me the action, get me interested, then give me a prequel after that if it does well. You've already done. You just do the part later and then do the setup later. So many movies do that already. Like everyone knows Aquaman, maybe not very well. I mean, he talks to fish or some shit. You know, I didn't really know much about him, but like I knew who Aquaman was, and like the movie was really good, but they dropped the ball in part 2. But part of me thinks it has to do with like going back to the cancel culture shit with Amber Heard, like
Yeah.
what are you gonna fucking do? I think they probably had more people watch it because of that, even if it wasn't a good movie. But we probably won't get a third one. And I don't even know if I'm gonna watch the second one. To be honest,
Well,
I might.
they clipped a lot of her scenes out of the second one, and she was
Yeah, and
actually pretty good in the first one. Like that was my
yeah,
other big issue. Is like that's why I hate the cancel culture because like I sit there and I watch that movie and I'm like, yo, okay, Amber Heard, okay, yeah, she's
don't worry.
holding this movie together
They're gonna make like a director's cut version later, and it's gonna have her in it or some shit.
for real. Like it's gonna be on
You'll
HBO
actually get the
Max.
full movie. Well, what's the runtime for it right now? Let's see. Aquaman 2. What's the runtime on that? It's 2 hours. They
Yeah.
cut how much?
Man,
How
they
much did they
cut
cut?
a lot of her. Like they only let her have 11 lines.
It was like 6 total minutes of her on screen, basically.
Pretty much.
It says at least 2 sequences were cut. Just yeah. Maybe they didn't really cut too much out, and it just wasn't a good movie. Oh, my shit crashed again, dude. Here, let me stop the virtual camera and turn it back on. Try that. Nope. Yeah, this thing is super pick and choosy, man. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Let me just switch to my normal camera if this is gonna keep crashing all day. I've heard that the virtual cameras have been an issue, so do this. Let me just do that. Oh, maybe my capture card is dying. That would suck because it's brand new.
You burnt it out.
Let me do this.
Oh. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Still on here.
Capture card is actually dying. Because I closed it out, reopened it, and this thing is still dead. So let me unplug it and plug it back in, and we'll see if that works.
Could it possibly be running too hot?
It shouldn't be. It's isolated, so give me a sec. All right, let me go ahead and see if it's going to work now. Yeah, this has been an ongoing issue for me recently, so I can at least voice chat, worst case scenario.
I feel you.
See. Do camera, deactivate, activate. All right, it's working again. We'll see how long it'll work.
This also scares me to do that then. Fuck it.
Okay, let me try to turn the virtual camera back on. It's kind of working. We'll go until it freezes again. Then if not, I'm just gonna turn off my camera.
Well, speaking of which, I was literally watching The Joker before I started the other. I just started it because I'm trying to figure out
Phoenix one.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with it. Like, how are they doing a sequel?
I heard it was a musical.
Oh god.
Which means I'm not gonna watch it. I'm sorry, man. It's just the facts. I'm just not interested in musical, man. If I wanted to watch a musical, I just watch High School Musical or some shit again, you know? Like, I'm just not interested in it. It's not their fault.
Is it? But see, the only way I could probably get down with a musical if it's not the future, it's just more things that's happening inside of his head.
Well, and you know, it's really funny too. And now that you mention it, you don't get the Joker until the end of the movie.
For real?
Not the Joker until the end of the movie. And then they're gonna make a second one, and they're gonna make a fucking musical, dude. Like, what? What are you fucking doing? Come on, just give me the Joker. I don't want to watch a fucking musical. It's like dancing around with a fucking gun in his hand. Like, I just don't understand it, dude. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm trying so hard, but I just can't understand what the fuck they're doing. And like, the first Joker was so good. It was really fucking good. I enjoyed it a lot. So I not excited about the news.
And I mean, like, this is a beautifully shot movie. Like, it is. The fact that they went back and did all the vintage artwork for the credits and all that stuff, like, they did an amazing job on this movie.
I can't even remember the credits, to be honest. It's been so long. Because I watched this one when it came out in theaters. Yeah, it's just such a fucking. It was such a good movie too, and DC just has no follow through with anything they do, including like one-off projects and shit. I feel like it's always like that. Shit.
I did
Like
find a correlation though, and this might be me reaching, and I know I said this to Alex already. So, and yeah. So I noticed that Thomas Wayne was running for mayor, but I also noticed that Thomas Wayne was also running for mayor in the Batman. So, like, is this the future Joker?
I was actually gonna ask you next. Do we know if they're in the same universe?
That's my curiosity. Like, they haven't announced anything like that, but I might be reaching, but I could see them being in the same universe.
Well, I mean, it has that same like really dark, grungy kind of style, which they need to keep doing if they want their shit to survive, because it needs to be fucking different. It can't be like all rainbows and shit, because that's what Marvel's already doing.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Marvel's
the dark
doing,
shit did really well.
and like when you get Marvel, like you have the two sides of Marvel. You have Marvel Disney that is doing the brighter rainbows and all that stuff, and then you have Marvel Sony that's doing the darker
Is
universe.
Sony doing all their shit?
Venom, Morbius, that's all Sony.
Fuck. Morbius.
I like Morbius. See, I'm the only
Because
one
you're a
who
fucking
like
hater.
it.
You're a fucking hater. That's what you are, dude. You just hate everything that everyone loves, and you love everything that everyone hates. That's just what you are. You're just a hater, dude. I'm sorry.
No,
I don't know.
see,
They don't have medicine for that, I don't think.
with that being said, I'm gonna say this too. I like Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey was a good one. And the was it The Suicide Squad was the new one?
Okay, see, problem. The Suicide Squad to me was a good sequel,
I thought it
but
was a,
I don't see the James Gunn, besides the actors and all that stuff. Like James Gunn did not bring that much more to Suicide Squad.
I thought he brought maybe I don't know if this was him or not, because was he a director for that?
Yeah,
It had way better continuity and shit made sense and things happened and they mattered, versus like if you boil down, and like this obviously isn't the right way to look at movies, right? But if you take the first one and you boil it down to its bare bones, you got like a fucking pelvis and that's it. There's nothing else there. Like, it doesn't make sense. They literally created their own problem within like the first 10 minutes of the movie, and then they were like, "Oh, guess we fucked up. May as well send some people in, haha." And that's what they fucking do. And nothing gets cleared up at the end. It doesn't make sense. There's no resolution. None of the characters really grow or anything. They just kind of fucking they're there, and then if they grow, they die instantly afterwards. Like the one dude that turns in like the fire demon or whatever, the fire demon king or some
yeah,
shit. That dude's
Diablo.
fucking sick. And he's there for like 5 minutes doing his shit, and it's over. It's just over. I was like, dude, this whole movie is me getting fucking blue balled. The entire movie.
DC.
At least
specialty.
with the Suicide Squad, it was actually funny. It had a plot. I could follow it. I remember parts of it. I can barely remember parts of the first one.
But see,
It was
that's what I
that
mean, though.
boring.
It gets back down to DC's curse. Like I feel like the first Suicide Squad, we didn't get the Suicide Squad to the very end when they were fighting the. I mean, it's the same
When
thing.
they were dying off and shit.
Then the Suicide Squad was the Suicide Squad that we should have had in the first place. But
But
it's
we
still
actually
the
had a
same-
Suicide Squad. That was the difference, is that they actually like just kind of rushed the build up to it, gave us the Suicide Squad, and then they were the Suicide Squad for the rest of it.
Yeah.
And that's what they should do. If they want to go back, they can, but like that is what they should have done. I don't know if it's curse, if they're purposely like shooting themselves in the foot. How many times can you see like, "Oh, I'm just really unlucky around guns, man. I blow a hole in my foot every single time I get my hands on one." And then you see him pick up a gun, he just puts it at his foot and pulls the trigger, and it's like, what the fuck, man? It's not a curse. You're just dumb. Like you're making mistakes.
in your in your argument, you should be happy with DC then. Now that they've given James Gunn the full range, because James
I
Gunn has
mean,
it all now.
let's not go that far. Let's not be that optimistic about it. You know,
I
like
mean,
one man can't save an entire like line of people because he's still the boss, right? At the end of the day, they still have
no,
to like really. They're just like letting him
he's
do whatever the fuck he wants.
he's the top. He's like Kevin Feige. The only person he has to report to
Mm.
is actual Warner Brothers. They put him
Well,
over
now there's gonna
all
be some kind of
projects.
controversy, and they're gonna lose it. He's gonna make like a couple good movies, and then he's gonna get fired forever or some shit.
Or Marvel's going to come in and say, "No, we need you back. Here's all the money
No,
we
I
need."
really think that that's like a problem that they're gonna have because he. Well, what if he gets fucking burned out on this shit too, right? Like, how many movies like this can you make where it's like how many times can you reinvent the wheel before it's like, okay, like I'm out of ideas. Like, oh, I'm now seeing the same shit in this movie now because we've already been seeing that with Marvel happening.
Well, he only had 3 movies with Marvel though. He only had the Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah, yeah,
and
but like you know what I
he's a
mean, though,
huge
right?
nerd though. He's a huge nerd.
Mm,
So I
yeah,
feel like he'll reach the content of reaching out and getting every little bit to make it interesting. Because the
yeah. I'm
fact that
just
he went from, because nobody knew about the Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, before I knew about
That's
Cosmo,
very fucking true. I didn't know anything about it. I think I knew Rocket Raccoon from fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That's
exactly.
it. That's it. I
Knew
didn't know Star
Rocket.
Lord.
I knew Star Lord because Star Lord was in a video game too, and Cosmo because it was a talking dog, and Howard the Duck
Oh,
was not
right.
even part of. Um, Howard the Duck was a whole different thing, and like he brought that back to life because I remember watching the original Howard the Duck when it was the bad
Wait, did they make
dude
a
in the
new Howard the
suit.
Duck?
They're talking about it,
Mm.
and I guess it's in the new What If series, but I don't have my
See,
plus right now.
oh, I have a thing I need to really fucking complain about. Okay, so the new Marvel's or the new Guardians movie, right? I went
Yeah.
and saw that in theaters, and the first 15 minutes of it, I had no idea what the fuck was happening. I had no clue what was going on, and I had no idea because I think I talked to Alex because I watched it with him. We watched the movie, and I was like, "When the fuck did they get a skull-shaped ship?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, they did that in the show, and you had to have Disney Plus to watch it."
No, time out, rewind. Um, so that was actually in the first movie. So Alex is not the key
Was
to
it in the
everything.
first movie?
Yes. Nowhere was actually in the first movie because that's where the
They travel there at one point,
collector.
right?
Yes, that's
Um,
where the collector
fuck.
was.
I'm trying to remember.
They didn't take over control until the holiday special, but the
But there you
first
go. There you go.
movie was
But
nowhere because that's where the collector had all the. No, the big skull is in the very first movie.
they didn't have control of it on any of
No,
the movies until
no,
the third one, and then they have control of it suddenly.
because they did that with the
The holiday special.
Thanos. Actually, no, they did that with Endgame, because when Thanos came through and killed the collector, when he captured Gamora, is when the actual Guardians of the Galaxy just said, "All right, we're gonna take over nowhere."
I don't remember that, man.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was.
remember them explicitly saying that.
Well, they didn't
It
specifically
wasn't
say
clear
it,
at all, and
but
like,
when they killed, they were already hanging out there, and when they killed, because the person that was running it was the collector. That
hmm
was his base. That was his spot.
yeah,
And when Thanos came through and murked him, it was just kind of like open grabs.
yeah, but it wasn't they in the holiday special though. Did they explicitly gain control of it during that?
No,
Like they started like using it and shit
they
because
just
it
they
was
just
never really.
as much as they just popped it up in Guardians 3, they popped it up in the holiday special. It was just kind of like, oh, they're here now.
There was just it was just wasn't obvious to me.
Yeah.
It just like for someone that like doesn't watch this shit religiously or look into the lore and shit, like I don't watch people like talk about like Marvel lore. I'm just like soft core as fuck. Like I watch this shit as a normie and then just move on. You know, I don't come back to this shit often unless it's like Black Panther. I've watched like 6 fucking times, right? Because that's because I love the music and the like videography of it. But like as far as Guardians goes, man, I didn't fucking know what was going on. At like the first 15 minutes, I was like, okay, like Star Lord's depressed. Oh yeah, right, Gamora, and then she's back, and then suddenly they have like this fucking giant like colony with people on it that they like or like under them or some shit. Like it was just so fucking overwhelming. I was like, dude, this was not the way to start this shit. I needed like 5-10 more minutes of them like at least explaining what the fuck happened, because I was waiting for the explanation and it never happened.
And I'm telling you, like, even that holiday special that Alex is talking about, it does not explain the questions you're asking. Because
Jesus
it's more of
Christ.
the same. It's just like, oh, they're in nowhere now. Like, they're just camped out in nowhere and they're
But at
chilling.
least it would have been like, fucking lube for my expectations, right? Like understanding like, oh, okay, like that's where they're gonna be now. But
Yeah.
I don't have Disney Plus because I refuse it. I refuse to give them money, and it's like, you know, okay, we're
Oh,
just here now.
then that was the other big, because the other big reveal of the holiday special was Mantis and Star Lord are brother and sister.
I didn't fucking get that.
And that's why I could see if you didn't watch that, that was just a total
Wait, wait, wait.
slap in your face.
No, no, no. The second movie, they covered it. They talked about it because they say like his dad was like, yeah, I like created both of you to do blah 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 or whatever. Like they mention it.
They hinted
So
at it, but it wasn't a strong enough connection. People wasn't getting it. So like
really,
the
because I
big
got it.
giant reveal of the holiday special was that Mantis and Star Lord are
I
brother
feel
and
like the
sister.
holiday special, all it did was reveal shit that people kind of already knew, and then just kind of frame them in a already like specific area.
You know I'm a
That's what it
Marvel
feels
nut,
like, dude.
and it was half-assed, dog. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
that's what it
It
sounds
was
like, dude. And
it
like
was
that's what
fan
I'm missing
service.
out on is
Yeah,
fucking fan service. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's just like
it
I don't
was
understand. What's the point
Batista
of even
dancing,
subscribing?
Batista dancing.
I mean,
And
that might be worth it. That alone might be good enough.
speaking
But
of which, that man is a fantastic actor. Um,
fucking great,
not
fucking
trying
great.
to
Plays an
jump off
idiot
of
very
Marvel.
well.
No, you need to watch A Knock on a Cabin's Door.
A knock on a cabin's door.
Yes, or Knock on Cabin's Door, or something like that. It's M Night Shyamalan.
Oh
Batista's in
God.
it.
Oh God.
Amazing. Like it took
2023.
yes. Under the radar, nobody knew about it. Teddy put me
Sorry,
on it. I watched it.
my camera will probably crash because I'm not looking at it right now to make sure it's crashing.
No, you're still straight.
Every time I look away, it crashes. I'm like, God damn it. All right. Oh, um, a movie that I watched recently that I really fucking enjoyed. I actually watched two movies. The first one was Jamie Foxx's Day Shift.
Oh, I did watch Day Shift.
Dude,
That was fire.
dude, that movie was so fucking good. We were like in the mood for like a stupid fucking movie that had action, that was funny, and like, was just like enjoyable. I didn't look away the entire time. I don't even think I went up to go smoke or anything. I was watching it the entire fucking time. It was that good.
I did, and I had to restart it like 3 times because I was like,
Cause
"Oh,
you're
I
like,
missed the
fuck.
part." No, I missed the part. I'm going back. Then I start pausing it when I left the room and come back. I was like, "No, I can't miss a thing." 'Cause that movie was. It was a whole new take on vampires.
Dude, it was great. It was so good.
I want to see
Oh my
for that
god.
movie. I
I
mean,
know, me too.
I don't know how Jamie's health's doing right now, but like that movie was
Well,
fantastic.
I'm not even sure, like this is where I like struggle is like how the fuck do you make a sequel to that and introduce new enough stuff to keep it fresh without making it a completely different movie. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Easy.
I just don't even know where to
So
go with that.
where you go with that is now that you have Jamie Foxx, who's an actual rogue agent, right? But now
Mhm.
he has to go truly rogue because his new partner is now a vampire.
Hmm.
So now you have the agency coming after his partner, which he has the
Yeah,
dilemma
okay,
of
kind of like a John Wick situation where now it's like, okay, the people that he was with are now flipped on him and now they're all trying to hunt him instead. Like
exactly
that would actually be really fucking interesting, I think, because like he needs to have his partner for sure. Like that
right.
dude, one, it was just fucking hilarious, just so funny, and then like you have the third vampire girl too, but like I guess the hardest part with that would be like his family too. Like, are they just on the run with him now and they're just basically homeless people, like holed up in hotel to hotel? Like, I guess that's the part where I'm curious, how are they going to handle it, if they choose to.
Yeah, and especially
Um,
because you had the dude at the very end who just had a hard on for putting it on Jamie.
mhm.
So now it's like, okay, now you can recruit some big name actors, like because you already had Snoop, and oh, Snoop's a vampire now too.
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking hilarious.
So now, like, you have routes. You can go there.
Yeah, and man, they did have a lot of really good actors in there already too. It was kind of crazy. I was actually really surprised. Like when I saw Snoop walk up, I was like, "What the fuck?
That's actually
What
why I
was his name in
watched it.
there?
I saw
Big
his
J
credit.
or some shit."
Yeah.
That's so fucking good, dude. And, like just the name, everything, the fucking cowboy music, dude. It was so fucking funny. I want to watch it again. It was that fucking good. Like honestly, I watched it like 2 weeks ago. I'd watch it again. That fucking good. And then I also watched They Clone Tyrone.
I didn't watch that.
It's fucking crazy, dude. It's an insane movie. It's not anything I expected. Like it kind of starts out like like your really low income neighborhoods where everyone's fucking like hustling and shit, and like the main character is a fucking drug dealer, and like I can't talk about too much because everything in that movie is like a fucking insane twist, but like it just gets fucking weirder and weirder and weirder, and the entire time Jamie Foxx's character is playing a fucking pimp, and his
Yeah.
name is what is it? It's I think it's Slick Carl or some shit. And at one point, like he mentions, he's like, did you know that I won player or pimp of or no, it was player of the year in 1994 or some shit, and like keeps talking about stupid shit like that. There's one scene where he's like yelling at one of his whores, and he's like, hey, come back, please, like I need you, and she's like, fuck you, and he's like, fuck you. No, that was reflex. That was reflex. Like it was just so fucking funny, dude. The entire time, it's just like. I forgot it was Jamie Foxx, and I thought it was a Pimp Lane Select like the entire time, dude. I was like, this guy is just saying some hilarious shit.
Hey, don't say that in front of Cat. He might lose his mind.
Yeah, try to fucking fight him or some shit. Sick his fucking kid on him. What's fucking Cat Williams even doing, dude? He's still touring, right?
He's probably about to come out with a new tour.
Dude,
I'm
I
thinking all
thought
this
he was
papers.
actively touring right now.
Oh
I
yes,
think
he
went
is
to
because
Oklahoma.
the other biggest thing that's popped up right now is he has Kevin Hart's first wife on tour with him right now.
What?
Yes.
What does she have to do with anything?
I think it's just a flex just to be like fuck you Kevin. Like I think that's the whole thing.
I'm the original short guy.
Like yeah, like
Dunk.
you got to fight over who's 5'5" and funnier. Like come on man, like what's going on? Like
Dude, could you imagine if they both got into a ring and they actually like duked it out, like a boxing match, like an actual like sponsored boxing match?
that's a pay-per-view I will watch.
I would fucking happily pay for that. That's actually funny that you mentioned that because I think people were recently started talking again about celebrity boxing. They like miss it and they want that kind of fucking shit back. I mean, to me, it's like complete definition of idiocracy. But I'm here for it, you know. I'm totally fucking down. I want to see that shit.
Hey, speaking of idiocracy, I said this in the other one, but I'm saying it again. Where is my boy Terry Crews? Nobody's mentioning Terry Crews right now. Cat said like 2 seconds of him.
Dude's probably playing video games, man.
I mean, Terry Crews. I mean, you want to debate scenes with Money Mike? His major scenes was with Terry Crews. So, I mean, like, there's the answer.
See, I'm not familiar with Money Mike.
Oh, that's the character that Cat Williams is doing all the fun. He was the pimp in Friday After Next.
Oh, right.
That's what this whole controversy is coming out about. Is Ricky Smiley said he was supposed to be Money Mike, the pimp, and Cat Williams stole his role.
But I mean, it's Cat Williams, dude.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That dude is the perfect like punching bag for that kind of shit. Like, he's someone that like has that pimp energy, but not the body. Like, no one ever watered him. You know, he never drank his milk growing up.
Hey, I know like 2 pimps out here that are just like him. Like,
They probably
like,
based it on him.
for real, like, homie, like who are you slapping? Like you can't get buck with anybody. Like, all you can do is raise your voice. Your arms are skinnier than my pinky. Like, what are you doing? Like, shut up.
Why did they listen to you? I just fuck you up, dude.
And he got like 3 or 4 hoes just around him at all times. I'm sitting here like, yo, like, this don't make sense to me. He got bucked with me one time. I was like, dude, I will fuck you. I just looked at him.
Where'd
and
you
he
run
was
into
like,
this fucking guy?
He came in to burn.
With the women?
with this hose trying to
Oh,
recruit.
that's so fucking good, dude. We just don't get shit like that here.
That's why I had to get buck with him because I was like, yo, don't be talking to the no, you're not taking none of my girls to put in your stable. Like these are my coworkers. They're not gonna be your hoes. Like back the fuck up, chill out.
They're my host employees. Employees.
What about your employees?
Sorry, it was a slip. Oh, what? They can't get 2 jobs?
Nah,
All
nah.
my bitches working 2 jobs.
But see, it was funny though because all the girls were sitting there clowning him. They're like, "Nah, man, I'll slap the shit out of him. Like, he could, he ain't pimping shit." I was like, "Exactly."
Carries a fucking stepladder around everywhere.
He must
It's
just
fucking
get his.
crazy, dude. Like, I think of all the weird shit that happened to us at fucking Humidor, and like it was never an actual pimp named Slickback walking in. It just wasn't that, and I would die for that. I would love to see that,
Oh yeah, no.
unless I was working there, which I mean I did. So
There's one cat that he gets the pimp name slip. He's a pimp. The other cat will walk in with wife beaters. I'll be like, "Yo, you good? Like
you broke?
for real? Like how you don't make sense, dog? Like put on some clothes. Like come in."
If in some insane universe I did become a pimp, I would 100% have the pimp's attire because you don't get to wear that any other time, and that shit's fucking fly. It's really dumb, but it's so dumb that it's cool. Like, why would you not wear that shit? Like, I don't know. I don't get it, dude.
I'm in a 3-piece suit over here looking at him like you supposed to be the pimp. Like this just don't make no sense.
Are you
to me.
homeless? Like, I don't. We can't. You can't be in here. It's pretty expensive, man. I got a place you can go. Like,
But he always had money though. He just didn't put it into his clothes.
I'm curious what he put it into then. Like,
Liquor.
liquor.
Oh, that fool was. Yeah, let me get a Louis the 13th. What in the fuck?
Oh fuck yeah.
You can't buy a shirt, but you're buying a $300 shot. Like that.
He
don't
doesn't
mean
need to
it.
buy a shirt. It's a $300 fucking tank top, dude.
It wasn't. I could see if it was like an old school G Unit stuff. I would be like, all right, cool, that's fashion.
Nah, it's
this
that
shit
like
was
the
Hanes.
stuff with the stripes. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious, dude. God, I wish you sent me more pictures of like shit that happened there. But I feel like I would be worried for you if you did that. So it's probably a good thing you didn't.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to get shot. But you know,
I mean,
things
you just gotta
things
sneak
have
a picture,
changed.
dude.
Things have changed. All that stuff's gone in the way of the past. So
Shit, I fucking feel you, man. Goddamn. Like I'm still out here on the fucking grind searching and shit, and that shit's still better than what I was dealing with.
man, I mean, I ain't there no more, so I don't get to see the goodness.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah,
Rocky
exactly.
came in and cleaned up the whole place, and I was like, oh man, I didn't get to see it. Like,
Oh well. Hey, at the end of the day, though, you know, like, here's the thing: is that it can always go back. It can always revert because you know sometimes it's not even the people that work there or the management. It's like the environment, or you know, because like that's the kind of environment that we had to deal with at the Humidor was like people coming in and just like taking that fucking mentality with them and running with it and trying to think that it has to conform. And it's like, you know that you're still welcome here, even if you don't necessarily like everyone that comes here. Like, you don't have to be friends with everyone, but people want to be gruff and want to fucking complain about shit that doesn't make sense. And like, that was the thing at Auburn was like, that was the first time I'd ever seen like a lounge stand up for itself. And like everyone dug their heels in, except for one. And like, I ain't got fucking problems talking shit. I ain't got no problem with beef.
two. I would say two, but
But like, you know, like,
actually,
but like, the whole thing, because my dad brought this back up. He mentioned like the big ass TV. Remember the TV they installed?
Oh, bloody hell!
And
Yeah.
like it was just so funny because we
no,
took that shit
The
down.
big ass TV they had us install.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we installed that motherfucker.
I did homework, installed that TV, and then I went home and went to fucking work that night.
Mm-hmm.
But it was their TV, you know? Like, that's just the thing at the end of the day is, like, people walk in and bring that entitlement, and it changes people. And, like, you're around that shit long enough, you start getting fucking bitter and shitty, and, like, that starts festering into other people. And it's just, like, that's why I've been avoiding it. Like, I could probably get a job in another lounge, and it's like, I don't want to be around those fucking people anymore, man. Like, I'm
see,
what, 10 years older than I was when we first started doing this shit, and I still don't want to be around that shit.
Well, see, that's where I have to actually tip my hat off to Rocky because like the whole time I was thinking Rocky didn't care. But
Mm-hmm.
when Rocky went in and saw how messed up that was, and there was no sugarcoating or no, there wasn't me over there polishing it up, and there wasn't people over there making sure, and he got to see the realness of Burn. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh hell no, oh hell, this is not the vision." So
See, and
actually having a person that cares about cigars being in charge is the same thing that we were preaching,
that's
and
a
it
good
makes a
point.
difference.
Yeah, that's a good point because my previous place of employment did not give a fuck about that. They just wanted the fucking dinero, you know, like
Yeah,
it showed, and that was the kind of fucking clientele. So I think you have a good point there. It's like if it's your baby, you're gonna make sure that it's healthy, right? You're not gonna let all this fucking bacteria come into it and just fucking hang out as long as it wants to. Like you're gonna get rid of that shit, and I think that's like that was a huge problem that we were missing. And you know, at the end of the day, fuck them. Like, not my problem anymore. And now they, you know, they changed all that shit over, and now people are still like super pissed off about the changes. And it's like, well, might not have happened if you let us do what we wanted to.
yeah.
So
Maybe if
go
you
fuck
would
yourselves, I
listen
guess.
and followed our lead, it would have been.
But
But
yeah, I mean,
you can lead a horse to water, as they say.
yeah, yeah. But they were fucking holding that horse's head under the water for too goddamn long. That shit stopped breathing like 5 hours ago, dude, and it's still underwater. It's turned into a submersible at that point, you know. But yeah, it's just fucking crazy, dude. Like, especially like trying to find a job now too is fucking rough. It's surprisingly rough.
Oh,
Like,
you're preaching to the choir, man. Like I applied to probably 20 jobs today.
shit. See, I need to have that drive because I haven't been doing that. But I've been trying to be picky with where I want to work next, man, because I'm not trying to end up the same way I was. Because you know, I was thinking about it when I was streaming one day. Like, I started the stream up and I was like, dude, like, I dumped coffee on my feet earlier today and I didn't get mad. I just laughed at it and like I realized I've just been fucking angry because it's the same fucking energy. Like it got to the point where like I would be miserable at work and I'd come home and be miserable that I have to go to work and like I don't want that for me anymore. So I want to make sure like, dude, if I'm gonna go through this shit, like I want it to like be good. I don't want to even spend like a couple of weeks being like, holy shit, this place sucks, but I need money. Like I don't want that shit because that's what I was doing for 11 years, man.
I mean, I get it. Like New Year's. So New Year's Eve I went up to Burn. I spent my New Year's Eve at Burn. And I had a fantastic time. Like it was like, yo, I don't have to stress. Like this is where I want to be. But like I don't know if it's the changes or if it was
Like a
not
sense of nostalgia almost.
not having to worry about the bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like I
man.
wasn't
It's
behind the
crazy.
scenes, like seeing like okay, because there's probably 20 things that went wrong that night. I didn't know about them. I didn't.
Fuck it, dude. That's the best part, man. And like that's what bothered me so much is that I'm not gonna work at some place or, you know, be employed or be in charge, whatever, you know. Like if I'm like running a business, owning a place, or like working at a place, I give a fuck way too much almost to the point where like, dude, I just get super fucking irritated when people are being dumbasses and like fucking shit up. And like it's damaging our ability to have a job in the future. So like what the fuck are you guys doing? Why are you doing this shit? And like I just stew on it, dude, and then eventually like I just can't do it anymore. I can't talk to people anymore. Like I just don't understand like why work there if you don't give a fuck about securing your place there? Like you don't have to be there, dude. It's crazy. Or rob the fucking place, you know, like
Like
fucking insane.
I
I'll
get
never get
that.
it.
Like why be somewhere where it's just a job for you?
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, that was one of the fights I had with a coworker. It was like, homie, this is just a job for you. I'm a tobacconist. This is just a job for you. You could go to any other fucking job and get a job. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
fucking tobacconist. Like, you're not getting it.
It's like I've
Why
carved
am I getting
myself a
upset?
very niche career and I need to be here. Otherwise, I will not be working. Like, you asshole, do you understand this? Is my ass on the line?
Like,
Shit, dude.
I mean, it comes down to the fact that like I
Yeah, shit's empty.
so funny story. I'm chilling there one day at work, hanging out. Sam Lucia comes walking in the door. Just walking through, just whoop de whoop. do, kicking it. Walks through the humidor. I'm the only person like, hey,
Is
yo,
that Sam Lucia?
for real. And I'm like, I, he's like, yo, pick me out a cigar. I was like, I know who you are, man. You should be picking. You should know what you want. He's like,
What are you fucking asking
nah.
me for? It's like, this is a trick question.
He's like, I just like the tobacconist to pick me out a cigar. I was like, well, since it's you and thinking of this, I'm gonna pick this cigar.
It's like, I know what you smoke. You want something like what you smoke.
And like, he was like, yo, that was good. And he was like, but you know who I am, though, don't you? And he's like, yeah. So we're sitting over there talking. The other two guys in the humidor, who's actually working the humidor, are sitting over there staring at me like, the fuck is he doing? And then as I bust out, as he leaves, I was like, oh, you know that was Sam Lucia, right? And they're like, what? And I was
Too late now. You better go run out.
yeah, like he's gonna kick it. He said he's not leaving. He said he's gonna come back. We're gonna smoke together, but like y'all didn't say hi to this dude. Like y'all just treating him like regular. I mean, it's cool, regular Joe Smo, but it's because you didn't know he was somebody.
Yeah, yeah. And then he's gonna be confused when he comes back and everyone knows who the fuck he is. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, well, yeah, and it's not gonna be obvious to him, you know, that you guys didn't know. No, wait, it's gonna be completely fucking obvious. Sorry,
Yeah.
like you already missed your chance, man. Like, dude, I just want to be back in an environment though where I like get fucking paid to know a lot of shit about what I'm selling and I actually give a fuck about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't. I'm definitely not opposed to getting back into the industry, but like, I've just been gone for so long, man.
No,
I never got established in the first place, and like, I feel like
I
with
no,
that,
no. So this is where I'm gonna have to argue with you on that because,
god damn it,
dude,
don't argue with me.
I know you, I know you, and I know how spoiled you got working at Westside because I didn't realize how
that's true.
spoiled I was until I got here. People are in the industry and they don't know shit about the industry. We know more in our first year at the Humidor than people learned in 10 years in the industry.
They're just like, I just like how it tastes, man. Fuck it, I'm gonna smoke it. I don't know where the fuck this is from. Like, fuck it.
And you got to think about the massive selection that we had.
Mm-hmm.
To smoke
Oh,
from.
dude, insane selection.
So like,
There's shit that I'd never even fucking looked at in there because there's so much shit, and we got so much new shit regularly.
like not to call him out because I still love you, Tom Bazooka, but the new asylums,
Much love.
they're Baccarats.
Are they
It's
really?
Baccarat. It's Baccarat. It's seasoned just like the Baccarat.
No fucking way.
When I tasted it, I was like, yo, that's familiar. Then I smoked it and I was like, yo, they're using the Baccarat to flavor these. So that is the new Deadwood cigars, are technically the old school Baccarats that he got from Christian Aurora.
I can't even remember the last time I had a Baccarat. It was probably 2015.
But see, every
Might be
time
2014.
anytime I said that around anybody else, they all looked at me like, what's a Baccarat?
It's
I'm
like,
just like,
it was a cigar.
yeah. Okay. Cool. That's what
Dude,
I'm saying.
have you
like,
I'm not trying to like start any fires or anything, but have you had any of Boofy's new shit? I haven't really been smoking cigars recently that much, anyways. But like,
I have not had any of his new stuff.
I see he's been like super active on Facebook posts and shit, but it's mostly just like jewelry and stuff like that. Which I mean, that's fucking cool. Like, that's like his origination, you know? So like,
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with seeing all the fucking swag he comes up with. But like, I'm just curious if he still does like much at all. I think they said weren't they making another Namakubi?
No,
Or re-releasing them?
He has a good selection still flowing out. I just
Okay.
haven't smoked any of it. There's a lot of new releases from Boofy actually. Because they redid Johnny Tobacco Knot. They did
I think I saw that.
he's doing more anniversaries. So it wasn't just the 10-year. There's like 11, 12, and I think 13th.
Oh, it's fucking bright. That's so fucking bright. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Flashed
dude.
on me over here.
I'm losing my goddamn like corneas right now. It's got the big paybacks in the 70s, the big payback Maduro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I haven't seen these fuckers in forever, dude. I never smoked them, but I just think of Jerry.
I just talked to
The
Jared the other day.
the fucking breakfast in Portugal, dude. Oh my god, I never smoked that. Is there anywhere I can get this? Fuck, dude. Ichiban, Connecticut? What the fuck, man? He's got a bunch of shit out.
That's what I'm saying. Boofy's working. He's not. He's not. I don't know any store that carries it.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, I knew one store that probably would have. Maybe two stores.
That's why. Actually, I need a bug. I need to go see Mark. That's what I needed to go do.
Which Mark?
Get it. Mark from Blooms. So Blooms is like one of the oldest cigar shops in here in Pittsburgh, and he has like the biggest.
Oh, gotcha.
Selection.
So in other words, I'm fucked.
No, I mean shit. Mark has shit on. I could probably go buy 3 or 4 boxes from him.
Oh, okay.
He has a whole house. His whole house is humidified, and it's his humidor.
What the fuck?
It's a house.
This guy's skin is probably perfect, dude.
Oh no, he doesn't live in it because it's a
what
humidor.
a shame. What a shame. Why would you not
massive.
live in your humidor house? I don't understand. Have a sauna room too.
Like the
Fuck it, at
lounge
that point.
is tiny. The lounge is like Auburn size. The humidor is a house, and it's the house next door to the little shop.
That's fucking insane.
It's insane. It is.
It's like, hold on, it's gonna take me like 30 minutes to get this thing for you. It's like, you driving somewhere? It's like, no, I have to go and find it. There's 40,000 cigars I have to pick through, but I know we have it in there somewhere. The inventory says so. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Don't worry.
Mark is also the biggest broker for Pittsburgh. So like, if you're not direct buyer, you're buying from Mark because Mark just wholesales them.
That's fucking insane, dude.
So like all these little small cigar shops around here usually buy from Mark.
Gotcha. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Mark is, and he's selling it. He's selling. I'm like, dog, you talking the right number and shit.
It's like, why would you get rid of this? This seems really nice. I would love to have this.
But from what I heard, he's trying to sell, but he's not selling the building.
Like so he's
So
keeping the cool part of it.
No, you're still got to pay him rent and all that other fun stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
I was curious if he was like still maintaining like ownership of like the company, like as a like a CEO face at that point. But
no, he's just
that
trying to
makes
be the
sense.
landlord of it. But I mean, it makes sense. You put all the money into converting the house into a humidor.
I mean, you're gonna make a lot of fucking money off of that. You're gonna be super rich. Like if you're obviously already rich if you already have like a fucking entire house-ador. So,
But
it's like the opposite of a travel humidor. That's like I don't even know what the fuck you'd call it at that point.
It's a warehouse. Like it's
just a warehouse.
It's straight a warehouse. But like
That's fucking
walking
hilarious,
through.
dude.
Oh, I didn't tell you. When I went there, you know what I found? All Out Kings.
No
Boxes
shit.
of All Out Kings.
Oh, dude, I haven't had one of those in like fucking 5 years, dude. It was pre-2020.
Yeah, and he's just sitting on boxes.
God
Like,
damn,
that's
dude.
Mark.
But why? Just sell them to me. I'll give them to me. I'll just take them off your hands. You don't have to worry about the space.
Dog, you know how much I pay for those?
What, like fucking 50% MSRP?
Nah.
Less?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Did he just give them to you? Just give them to me,
He
I'll
pretty much-
take them to What was the shipping cost on this? Just for this alone, not the entire shipment. Just for this one thing, if you had to divvy it up by weight, I'll pay that.
I paid
38
$11
cents.
a cigars.
What's up?
I paid $11 a cigar.
Oh, fucking shit. How much?
Yeah.
How much do those normally go for?
15.
Shit, man.
I think the cheapest one was 13.
1380 is for the I think the Robusto,
Yeah.
the Smash. What the fuck is that? I think it's a Robusto. Yeah. Once again, my fucking corneas. Oh my god. I'm back. Sorry, I got flashbanged. I like forgot the last 10 seconds. But yeah, dude. Fuck. I want to be my own boss. That's all I want. I want to fucking run a lounge almost, dude. But I also don't want to run a lounge.
I want to run a lounge as, I hate to say this, because I'm just going to flat out say it. I want to run a lounge, but I want it to be like Jason and Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to run a lounge and actually care about the lounge, but I want it to
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
side business for me.
Yeah, no, exactly. I want that to be the primary focus. I don't want any other things to worry, like, to get in the way. Like, do all the shit that we wanted to do. Like, have fucking merch and shit. Like, just have
Have
fucking
fun.
fun with it, dude. That's what I want. I want to have a job where I, like, it's not a job anymore. I'm going there to, like, fucking have experiences and, like, meet people and shit. Because I barely get out of the house anymore, man. And it's kind of rough sometimes. Where it's like, where do I want to go? I don't want to be in the house today. Where do I go today? It's like there's 3 places. One of them I hate. The other one I have no idea what's fucking going on with, and uh, the third one's probably gone by now. Like that's just kind of how it is. Shit just fucking keeps popping up and disappearing, and it's like, is the market good or not, or are people mishandling the shit? Are they fumbling it? Like I just don't know because I'm not there enough anymore.
Fumbling. It's
Yeah.
fumbling. Everybody wants to do it, but nobody has the recipe on how to do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like that was always the worry too, was like running like a hookah lounge. Like I still want to do it. I still think it'd be really fun, but like I just don't know if there's a market for that here anymore.
I'm gonna argue. I mean, not argue, but I'm gonna say it is because, like, as much as you say that, I still see the hookah chats and groups blowing
Mm-hmm.
up.
Yeah.
People are still doing it.
Yeah,
They
people are
just
still getting into it. If you go on Reddit, you see a lot of people asking about like what to get and shit like that and accessories. And it's almost like,
people don't
is
want the
that the
bullshit.
direction? Is people want to smoke at home and they want to, cuz like post 2020, man, the world's fucking different and people aren't really going to lounges and shit anymore as much. I know a lot of people really want to and I fucking do, but at the same time, I think a lot more people are doing shit at home, so they're actually buying the gear and shit, and I think making a good product that's sustainable for, like financially sustainable and also high in quality would be like the next thing to do. But also marketing, because no one fucking knows anything. They have to go to Reddit to ask, and then they get a million fucking answers, and some of them are insane. I've seen some insane fucking answers, and I'm like, don't listen to that guy, but you're just gonna ignore me anyways because it costs $20 to buy it. So what the fuck ever. Just do whatever you want.
It's all about the people.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think about it, Bean Scene. You had, I don't know if I want to say that though, because I'm still halfway cool with him. But there was one individual when he was working, he was badass. When he was drunk, mm, yeah, but he was also a gravitation of why people went.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Because like people like to be around those people.
exactly.
I think
Mario is one of those people too. Like people love being there when Mario is working, and
you
it's
were Oh, sorry, not to cut. No, I wasn't trying to interrupt
no.
you.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say you were there when we went to King Cole last, right?
Last time I went was in March when I came in
In
town.
March. Okay, was that when the guy was asking to hang out with us? I
No, that
think that
happened
was
after
that
I
time.
left.
Oh, it happened after you left.
Yes, because you told me because that was the next time you went to King Cole.
Right, right. It was Christian was with us instead. You weren't there, right? I
Yeah,
remember now. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we literally got asked by this guy, and he was nice, but he was just so fucking weird. And I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna come back for a while because I don't want you to remember me because I don't want you to ask me to hang out again. That was fucking weird, dude. Like, you don't know us, we don't know you. We're not coming to your fucking house to hang out, dude. Like, I'm sorry, and like, it's just and the lounge itself feels off to me. I think the guy really cares about it, but I think there are some financial things that I heavily disagree with, and for that reason, I would rather just stay at home and save my money. Like there's a certain headache that I'm willing to deal with, because like keeping my old shitty hookah at the Bean, okay, whatever. It was a fucking like it was probably a $75 hookah that I paid like $50 for because once again, Issa is just fucking awesome and really takes care of his people.
yeah.
And like I didn't mind smoking out of that piece of shit because I just liked hanging out and talking to him and shit like that. And I just don't have that anymore. There's nowhere I like to go to and talk to them and like pick their brain, because it's just like, I'm not interested in talking to you, bro. You just want to make money, and like you just see this shit as a cash grab. Like,
But that's what I
I'm
mean,
not
though.
interested.
Like, that was the whole reason I was going to hookah lounges. It
Mm-hmm.
was to see Issa's, to see Nut, to
Fucking
see
Christians for
fucking
sure.
Christian. That was my
Holy
next one.
shit.
Like,
Holy fuck.
the only reason I
never
went to
learned
King
so
Cole
much.
was Christian.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
went there a couple times. It was cool, but Christian.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The days
Like-
Christian wasn't working, I was going like, oh, I don't want to be here. Will was
Yeah.
cool, but you know, it was Christian.
I liked Will. Like, he's a good person. Just like it was a different situation for him. He wasn't there because he was passionate about it. He was there because
It was fun for him.
didn't have to do too much, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it was just a chill job. You get to play games on the clock and shit, which, I mean, I've definitely drank on the clock before and shit too, and I love that job. So, I mean, I get it, but I was also, I would say, much more passionate about what I was doing.
But see,
but,
that's
like-
what I mean, though. Like, if you have that passion, people are coming.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I never thought about it that way.
going to Wichita Hookah Lounge or Wichita Hookah Cafe or whatever it's called. That no
Just
passion.
straight
there.
name dropping our beef now.
I'm sorry, lava. Like,
Well, and you know what was crazy was that I was willing to put up with a certain level of bullshit because I thought the people were a lot cooler than they appeared. And when things started surfacing, that's when I was like, you know what? I could deal with the bugs. I could deal with the cigarette smoke. I could deal with the old guys playing cards and screaming at each other 5 feet from me. I could deal with that. I could deal with the literal smell of putrid air that would just rush through the building. And I dealt with that shit. Like, I'm driving 30 fucking minutes to come here, dude. I don't live near here. There are other places on the way here, but I'm coming here to hang out with my friends. And suddenly, like, shit happens, and it's like, okay, I'm no longer interested. Like, fuck this, I'm done. I'm not putting up with your stanky ass air. I'm not putting up with your shitty bugs. Fuck this shit. This shit disgusting. I'm out. Like, fuck you guys. I'm not hanging out with you guys anymore. Like, I mean, obviously, like, I'm still friends with all of them, but like, I don't know the last time I've seen any of them that used to go up there. Like, I see Mikey regularly because he comes over. That's it, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't talk to anyone anymore. It's just on occasion I get a message. I mean, like, occasion as in like once a year, maybe, if that.
but see,
So it's just kind of crazy, dude.
the other big problem I'm seeing with the industry right now is, yeah, people are comfortable smoking at their house, but there's one problem with people smoking at their house: the curfew. Because when you're at the bean scene and we get kicked out, oh, we're getting kicked out of an establishment. If you're at your house and you're like, oh, I'm getting tired, and like, not really, I'm trying to hang out more. Like, now you're the asshole because you're gonna be like, no, like, I'm trying to go to bed.
See, you and I do not have that problem because I've been up. I will be up until 3 or 4, and most people usually clock out by them. So, you know, I guess not everyone's as fortunate. And like Alex, right? Like, he has to smoke in his garage, so that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, because on nice days, I'm envious because I'm like, I don't really have room in the garage to do that right now. I don't want to back my cars out and shit. It's a fucking hassle, right? Like, he doesn't have to worry about that. But like, there's another 270 days of the year where he's miserable. Like, you just can't do anything about it. You're fucked. And if it's cold enough, he literally can't do anything because it might fucking break his shit.
I mean,
And not to mention I do not miss when I was smoke and June bugs would be constantly flying at my face. I'm trying to swat them and not knock my clothes off, dude. I do not miss that shit. Like, there are a lot of good memories of us smoking in my garage. I do not miss that shit because I was so fucking sick of the bugs. But if you want a Black Widow, dude, I got so many at my house. You can have them. You can have all the Black Widows in my house. Take the brown recluses too.
I don't want the cruises. I want
Well,
the
they're
widows.
in the garage, but I got a couple that are probably they probably rotted, but I sprayed them down pretty good.
I don't fuck with the recluses. I don't.
You fuck with the widows though? I don't
I
fucking get
love
you, dog.
widows, man. Like, they're fucking beautiful,
I mean, they are beautiful,
and they're deadlier.
especially when they're not moving. And like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that they stay away and shit and they stay out of my business, but like, I watched one crawling out of my axe handle. Like, it's like a polycarbonate handle, so it's like It's like this fucking long, right? With my other fucking finger. There's no depth perception. That's about like, well, it's about like 3 feet long, right? It's
Yeah.
hollow all the way through. And I was just sitting there, and I may or may not have been partaking in a certain substance in my garage. And I look over, I'm just like, what the fuck? And I see it crawling its little way out of there, and I was like, and I fucking blasted that motherfucker. And I watched him like trying to like walk afterwards. He's like, and fell off and like was struggling to walk. And I was like, that could have bit me if I was like trying to go split wood. Like it was only like 50 degrees outside, so that was like fire weather, you know, fire pit weather. And yeah, I was just like, they hide, but not in the best places. So yeah, dude, I'm fucking over it. They're so bad this year. I had maybe seen a couple in the garage every now and then, and this year, dude, I saw like 30. I've killed so many. I've seen so many egg sacs. Fucking sick of it, dude. And have them all.
Well, you're going to be happy that you're getting an actual really good winter this year because that's going to kill them because they're usually stick to warmer climates.
Dude, my fucking I built a block of like I built this fortress around my coal burner outside, and I went to go look at it yesterday, like last night, and I was like, oh man, like maybe the thing finally shielded it from all the weather and shit. There was snow in every fucking inch of that motherfucker. I was so pissed off, dude. Like I built this little stone hut out of like bricks that I bought, which bricks are a lot cheaper than I thought they were. I thought they were like $4 each. It was like $1 each. I was like, oh, or
Oh,
whatever.
they drop.
But
That's
yeah,
good.
dude, like it was fucking insane, man. Like that snow was fucking wild. I could not believe how much we got in such a short amount of time too. And then it fucking melted already, pretty much. Like the roads are really slushy right now, but I think in a couple days it'll be dry. It's
Like,
fucking insane.
if I could take you outside right now, you'd be like, yo, it didn't snow here today.
Did it snow today?
It was it looked like a damn blizzard.
What?
Around this time yesterday, it looked like a blizzard. There was so much snow. My car
Say,
was covered. It was like, yo, I was like, yo, we're getting inches. It's gonna be. But the problem was the temperature rose as it got later. So it started
mm,
raining. So
wait, the temperature rose as it got later.
like because
Oh,
it's
like as the sun was coming up, right? Because it
yeah,
was okay.
because
I
it
was like,
started snowing at
where
about
the fuck
4
are
in the
you
morning.
living where it gets warmer at night, dog? What the fuck? It's fucking
Pittsburgh,
reverse land.
Pittsburgh, like it starts getting because I noticed like around 5, 6, the temperature starts getting higher, and then the sun comes up.
Hmm.
It's crazy. Like
It's all the radiation. It's all the fumes from the cars and shit. It's just global warming. That's
it's
all it
the
is.
it's all the graves. I'm living in the night of the living dead. Don't forget.
It's all those pimps out there making it fucking warmer, dude. With all the friction.
For real,
It's
it's
fucking insane.
hoe slapping time or something.
God, dude. It's knocking all the fucking the sound waves are just knocking the snow off the trees and shit. Dude, my dad sent me a picture of their fucking tree, and that shit was fucking insane too. You know what? I think I can actually like. Let me try something real quick. First, let me make sure I'm not doxing them. Let's see. He sent me a fucking picture last night though, and like the trees were.
You froze it. Oh, the whole computer crashed. Gotcha. All right. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Oh, but yeah, I ain't forgot to mention that. Probably should bring that back up. But we lost them all together. Da 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 da. Well, while we wait, I'm gonna entertain y'all with a little bit more of the Joker. Oh, never mind. He's back. He's back. Maybe. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, sorry. My I have a program that I use my like voice mod through and like run my microphone through. So unless it loads, it doesn't work. I do not know why the fuck my shit keeps crashing. My computer like full fucking restarted right there. What the fuck is going on? I don't know if I need to switch my like streaming program, but I think I can pull up that photo now. Unless it crashes again. In that case, good luck me. Let's see. I saved it, so it should be uploaded somewhere. Let me see.
Oh yeah. The other thing I did was, did you see the comments?
On what?
So I actually put the comments. They should actually pop in. You were talking about if people can see the comments if they're watching.
Oh, I see the one that you posted at midnight.
Yeah.
The StreamYard link. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hold on. Let me refresh this bitch. All right. There we go. So there is one of the trees. That shit was just like entirely covered in snow and ice. Like, and that was at let's see, what time did it start snowing? He sent those at 11:46.
Damn.
So within like an hour or two, they were entirely covered like that. It was fucking crazy, dude.
See,
Like, I could not believe it.
I believe it. So like 11 y'all time, and it didn't hit us until like 3 our time. Same stuff.
That's fucking. That'd be fast as shit, though. I think it's just like one huge cell. I didn't really look at the weather radar or anything, but that shit was just insane, dude. It was coming down so steady. I thought it was raining still, and I was like, I looked out. I opened the door up, and like, cause I saw it all like flickering down. Right, I opened the door up, and I just hear like ice hitting the ground. And I was like, all right, I'm really glad you're working from home tomorrow because this shit's gonna suck. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. I didn't know that it was gonna be like one of those things where like it covered multiple states.
Yeah.
Because usually we don't get shit from Colorado. Like they take all of our humidity and all of our moisture, and we get the dry. We get the fucking literal dust bowl, you know.
Nah, my mom did. She warned me. She called me. It's like, oh, there's gonna be a snowstorm. It's gonna get most of the United States. I'm like, all right, mom, thanks.
Was it really that big? Hold on.
It was huge.
Oh, the ninth. Well, how big was this motherfucker? Let me see it. I don't want to see pictures of the snowstorm. I want to see the weather radar, bro. Holy fuck, that.
Yeah.
You know, it went from New Mexico to Kansas, and then it might have been a separate cell that hit, but that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 states right there. 6, 7. Yeah, that was interesting. And then like even the last snow we got, I felt like that shit was like it came and went. It was shitty for one day, and then by the time that like the sun came up, it was like drivable again. Like we took my car to Target because it just wasn't that bad. But like they were like putting out mass emails like, hey, like if you want to work remote, go for it. I was like, hey, cool, get to hang out with my wife for another day.
Well, I mean, the only plus side is killing all those damn spiders. So,
shit, dude, fucking better, dude. I swear to God, if I see big ass moths or any more Black Widows, did you guys have moths really bad this year? Because let me tell you, we had moths. They were fucking insane.
nah, no moths.
It was like an actual outbreak, and this is probably why there were so many Black Widows, is because they had food for fucking days, dude. We're talking like they were like an inch, like wingspan closed. Like they were like this big, and they were like flooding people's cars and shit.
Oh, so we have the Japanese, not Japanese, Chinese lanternflies.
Oh, the lanternflies, yeah, dude. I saw that shit too.
We're infested, especially where I live. Dog, I was killing like,
What they needed to do was do that thing where you could like kill them and then turn them in and get like a nickel for each one that you kill.
Shit, if they would have given me a penny, I'd still be rich. Like,
oh my God, dude.
Dog, it was like I would walk outside and my whole front porch would be fucking that brown red shit. Like it was literally, I could have
Oh,
had a penny and I still would have been balling.
I just wanted to open the link on here. Okay.
Then again, I also do live in Enchanted Forest because I've seen so many goddamn animals from my front porch. Then bloody
Damn.
hell.
Like I got this picture. It fucking looks insane. Copy image address. Can I just add a browser source? Is it like that? Like,
Yeah,
oh my god, dude,
yeah.
that's fucking awful.
That was like how my front porch looks.
That what? It was that bad?
It was that bad.
Holy shit. See, at least the moths weren't that bad, and it was really only at night. But like every single time we opened the door, there was a moth that came inside, and my cats love that shit. They were fucking eating that shit up, literally. Like it was disgusting, but like they were fucking going crazy on that shit.
Like the water park that's like close to my house had to shut down like several times this year because they couldn't get them out the water.
That's fucking gross,
Like
dude.
shut down the park because that's how bad it was.
I'm not gonna lie though, when these guys are still like little bug form before they grow wings, they're adorable as shit.
I haven't seen what do the I want to see the adorableness, but I'm going to kill them early.
I know, right? Like, let's see. Yeah, dude. Like these guys are kind of cute.
Oh, so I should have been killing those. Okay, they are cute though.
They're adorable. They look kind of stupid, and then they turn into stupid bugs that fly around and shit. That's great.
And they are like June bugs. They'll fly right into you. They don't give a
I
fuck.
hate that shit.
They'll just-
How big are they?
Like, they get up to like
So
that
they're
big.
basically June bugs.
Yeah.
At least they don't hurt. June bugs fucking suck, dude.
No, they don't hurt at all. They'll just fly into you, and you'd be like, "What?"
June
I
bug
do
feels like
like-
someone threw a fucking rock at you, dude.
No, these things just they'll buzz on. The biggest thing is you hear them is the bzz, bzz, and you'd be
I don't
like,
like that.
"Motherfucker!"
I don't like that at all. Mods are fucking silent, at least, but like, here, let me see if I can find a picture. Let's see.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
Damn, apparently there were some issues in places in 2023 or 2022 also. Let's see, 2023 though, let's see. What were they called? Cutworm moths. Yeah, let me see if I can just find a quick.
Bloody Mikey.
Yeah, like this shit right here is like a really good example. I don't know if I can like I don't know if I can actually like pull this up, which kind of sucks.
Can you send it to me through Facebook?
Yeah.
Because then I could have screen share it.
Oh, I guess I could have just done that too. Hold on, I can actually just fucking do that instead. Let's see, let me turn this off. Sorry, my shit's a little scrunched, so I'm having a hard time seeing everything. Let's see.
Oh, those
The-
fuckers?
Yeah, dude, it was fucking crazy this year. Yeah, so like these fuckers were like it was literally like this though. Like you'd open the door, like you'd look out at night and they'd be like I'd be getting notifications constantly that they were like flying around and shit. This quality is insane. I love the video. But yeah, every single time we opened our fucking door, man, it was literally happening. Like it was like getting fucking swarmed every time. It's fucking nutty.
I saw some of those when I was fucking out there for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yeah. They were still a problem, dude. It was like until the first frost actually came by, they were still a fucking problem for a while. And like I still like I think like a month ago I opened my door and like saw one flying around. I was like, "What the fuck?" So yeah, dude, that shit was insane this year. People were like talking about like they would open their car door and they'd like run to their car, get into their car as fast as possible, and still have like 2 or 3 miles in the car, which would drive me fucking nuts. I could not stand that shit.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
I had like a fucking hornet or some shit flying in my car one time, and I actually pulled over just to kill it. Like I pulled into Dylan's parking lot and I crushed that motherfucker, dude.
Man, fuck that. No, I'm good on that.
I just don't understand. I don't know. I think they say every 3 years, there's a huge rainfall that makes them, or no. Oh, what the fuck? It says every 10 to 15 years. So basically when like you have the like the perfect situation of like weather and rain and shit, it happens. And that was like the expected year for that to happen. Oh, it's because we didn't have a bad winter either. That might be it.
That's what I'm saying. I think this winter is like coming to make sure that we kill all these fucking dumbass bugs.
Shit, I fucking hope so, dude. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all the. I would rather have the moths over having all the fucking like poisonous shit or venomous shit. You know, especially like having a puppy. That dude eats everything. Like he literally will eat shit if he can. So like, I don't want that. I don't want him eating a fucking Black Widow, and he gets into stupid shit all the time.
Especially because he doesn't know the difference.
I'm starting to think that he's just an idiot and he'll never know the difference. But you know, that might just be my my pessimism showing a little bit. But shit, dude, it's been an hour and 20 minutes. I'm down to call if you want to.
Yeah,
my mouth's getting dry. I already swallowed all of my shit.
Just want to show you one thing before we head out.
Oh, bad, dude.
I don't need this.
Yeah, and hopefully next time we do this, my shit doesn't crash 2 times and then actually like hard reboot.
Oh. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, your shit froze. There we go. I feel like Troy is dragging me by my neck. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? My man's just got a fucking old-timey lantern. What the fuck?
Hello?
What was that? A lantern?
No, that was a lantern that still has all those damn lantern bugs in it.
Okay. That's actually hilarious that they got into a lantern and died.
And they're just chilling in there. I'm like, I need to clean this, but I'm just gonna leave them.
Oh
So
man, dude. I fucking dude, one time I was at my apartment and we had one of those ceiling fans that had the big like I think it had like one of those boob lights on it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like the one where it's kind of open on the edges. And I remember laying in bed one time watching TV and I had the light on and I looked up and I saw this like fucking little shadow like skittering around in there and I was like, I swear to God, if that's a spider and it falls onto the bed, I'm gonna be kind of pissed off. Not even like half a fucking second later, it was a brown widow or not a brown widow. It was a fucking wolf spider, and it managed to crawl out the side and fall directly onto my fucking lap. But I was under the blankets, so I just kicked as hard as I could, and that fucker went flying, hit the wall, and actually died, dude. I launched his ass. It was so unfortunate of him. I was just like, how the fuck did you get in there? I don't understand. Were you eating like dead bugs?
He was looking for something that was possible.
Oh, just unlocked a fucking core memory too. Dude, at work, they refuse to clean the fucking dead bugs out of the lights. I don't know if it's because we couldn't have cleaners in there or whatever, but they were dead bugs that had been there for fucking years. I maybe a decade. I think those same dead bugs had been under those light panels for fucking years. And like there was a dead, like a huge fucking like cricket that was in there. There was a huge fucking wolf spider that was in there, and you could see them. It was so fucking apparent, and they never got rid of that shit. They were like, "Yeah, we can't be asked. Well, no one's getting paid to do that shit, so I'm not gonna fucking do it." It's like, can someone just buy a vacuum with the fucking extension tube on it or some shit, please, and have someone else do it? Also, I'm not gonna fucking do that shit either. Fuck you guys.
Shit, I would have did it. Oh nah, just give me the hose, motherfucker. I got this.
It was fucking miserable, dude. I hated it. And it was so gross just seeing it. It was like that was kind of the state of everything. Like we did all that we could to try to look as put together as possible, but at the end of the day, all of our fucking lights still had millions of fucking dead bugs in them and no one gave a shit. So, perfect analogy for the place that I worked at and made me miserable.
Yeah.
I should have seen the warning signs a lot earlier, but you know, shit happens.
We're stubborn. We want to write it out.
Fucking stubborn. That's for fucking sure, dude. God damn. But I mean, I think because we're stubborn, we're gonna end up doing something that we like a lot more, assuming we don't die in the process. Which also, yeah, we definitely need to work on some shit, man. I would definitely like to work on more shit. I would definitely like to do this more often. I don't give a fuck. Like, talking on camera is something that I do very regularly for fun. So I have no problem doing this for more fun or just to bullshit or just to fucking talk to you, man. I don't give a shit. So I like making content. I don't give a fuck about like the need or you know any shit like that. So
I mean,
I just can't do family friendly.
No,
I can't control my mouth. So
that's why I put the penal advisory on the other one because I knew I was gonna be cussing today. I was like, yeah. Nah.
Well, with me, like it's just how I speak. So I can't speak without just being like overly egregious with my swearing. It's just who I am. I'm not hiding it anymore. I'm done sugarcoating shit, you know. Unless someone's trying to, you know, hire me and they're asking about what I do in my free time, and be like, I garden. I've gardened once. I have an aloe that's out of control. If you want any aloes, I got some. And that's it. I play games occasionally. I play Pac-Man. That's it. Like, I'm not letting you fucking know who I am. Goddamn. But anyways, man, it was fucking good talking to you, dude. Like I said, hopefully next time I don't have my camera freezing every 3 seconds and my computer doesn't restart in the middle of me trying to pull up a picture. You know, that would not be very cash money if that happened again. So,
I mean, it's not the worst thing. So, trust me.
Shit, dude. Hit me up next time you want to do this. We'll plan something in advance. We can pick some topics and shit, whatever, or bullshit more. I really don't care. We could do this when people are awake too.
Exactly, because you know.
So, all right, dude. Well, I will fucking see you again for sure, and you have a good one, man.
You too, man. All right, later. So, that's After Hours. Just kicking it, bullshitting. So, if you enjoy it, hit us up. I do kind of like the fact that I posted the link in the comments, so I think I'll do that for more of these kind of chats, so people can just jump in. All right, signing off, and y'all have a good night. Like I said, I don't do outros, man. Like I'm stuck at that shit, but I will do this. Peace.